Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Lenoir County where the SPCA is asking for your help as they try to grapple with the loss of their director. Lenoir County SPCA posted on social media that volunteers are needed as soon as possible. The post this morning says animals at the shelter are being cared for, but, quote, behind the scenes, it's a mess. Due to extremely poor past management, the back of house operations are in shambles, end quote. Now on Tuesday, we reported that the manager and director of the shelter, Kimmy Mitchell, was fired on Monday, while another employee who posted on social media about the changeup was also let go. SPCA President Tanya Adams said they are looking for volunteers to help with dog walking, laundry, and organizing dog food and supplies. Adams said in the post that there was no doubt the former director loved animals, but, quote, the management side of things were a complete failure, end quote. She said the organization is working hard to clean up the aftermath. Now in happier news, today is Miracle Treat Day. It's a fundraising effort put on by not only Eastern North Carolina Dairy Queens, but Children's Miracle Network as well. Today, 13 Dairy Queen locations across Eastern Carolina will participate in the annual Miracle Treat Day. When ice cream lovers buy a blizzard at participating Dairy Queens, $1 or more will be donated to support the James and Connie Maynard Children's Hospital, which is our local Children's Miracle Network hospital. Dairy Queen restaurants joining the fund for this year's Miracle Treat Day include Atlantic Beach, Emerald Isle, Greenville, Havelock, Jacksonville, 2 locations, Morehead City, New Bern, Pine Knoll Shores, Roanoke Rapids, Sneads Ferry, Williamston, and Winterville. Over the past 21 years, Dairy Queen has raised more than $204,000 locally for Maynard Children's Hospital. Very cool. Again, great day to get out there and enjoy a blizzard, especially as air temperatures today are still expected to get, in some areas, into the low 90s. Now, it is going to be those areas that don't receive rainfall today that have that opportunity to see the low 90s show up. Some of those areas closer to the Crystal Coast probably not going to reach the 90-degree mark. We've had rain showers stretching from Pender, Onslow, and across Carteret counties pretty much off and on through the morning so far. As we head into the afternoon, it looks like that isn't going to change much at all. We've got, again, a thunderstorm that is starting to weaken as it moves closer and closer to Newport, but still, again, putting down some heavy downpours and still producing some lightning strikes. A little bit further up to the north, across portions of northern Beaufort, Hyde, Terrell, and Dare counties, we've got some light scattered showers. Certainly nothing quite as intense as what we've got going over portions of Onslow and Carteret counties. Martin County did have some rain showers earlier in the hour, but a lot of those showers and storms have either moved up northward towards Bertie County or have kind of faded away completely. Now we do have our eyes on another kind of cluster of showers back towards Raleigh and Durham. That will continue to work its way eastward towards the Rocky Mount Wilson areas over the next hour or two. But the heaviest rain will arrive later on tonight. It's a cold front that we've been talking about for pretty much the entirety of this week. Slowly approaches the east, expected to move over the area late tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, current air temperatures right now reading in the mid to upper 80s. Still, in my opinion, warm enough to warrant a blizzard. We've got 90 degrees in Windsor, 89 in Edenton, 86 degrees currently in New Bern as well as Kinston. We've got 84 in Goldsboro along with Oriental and Kenansville. Right now, the coolest spot on the map, Jacksonville, because of those rain showers. Now, of course, it still feels hot outside when you factor in the humidity, and the humidity, unfortunately, has only increased over the past 24 hours. Here's a look at where dew points are currently, ranging generally in the upper 70s to low 80s, highlighting again a very, very humid air mass. But here's a look at the change in humidity over the past 24 hours. We notice way too many plus signs on that map. That means, again, humidity has come up by a noticeable margin for most of eastern North Carolina. Now, we've got humidity that's going to be falling through the weekend. And here's the picture by the time we get to Sunday morning at around 5:15 a.m. This is when the real cool down happens. Over tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, for Friday and Saturday, think of that as a transition time period. We are dealing with an incredibly humid atmosphere right now. One that you would anticipate we would have after a hurricane or a tropical storm rolled through. Just humid, sticky air. It's going to take some time to get that humid, sticky air out of here, and we will experience that coming up through the next 2 days. But the time when we see those humidity numbers, that dew point, reach its lowest will likely be early Sunday morning, marking the most comfortable air we have seen since the beginning of June. Get ready for it, enjoy it. It will still be here coming up the following Monday. Tuesday, we start to see that humidity make a return, especially along the coast, but that's just going to be part of your summer forecast. We can't completely escape the humidity through the entire month of August. It will make a comeback, but so long as it's taken a break from harassing eastern North Carolinians, I think that'll prompt many smiles across the area. Now here's again a look at how that whole system is going to be moving across the east. Well, yeah, the whole front itself will pass over eastern North Carolina Thursday night into Friday. You'll know just how close that frontal boundary stays to eastern North Carolina as we head through Friday and even into your Saturday morning. And that's why both of those days, Friday and Saturday, will be transition days, because we are still close to that front. And so long as we're close to it, we're not going to reap the benefits of the cooler and drier air until it pulls further and further away from us. That's going to happen really through the day on Saturday, and it's going to make Sunday morning feel quite nice. Here's a look at your full 8-day forecast. Again, overnight lows dropping down into the mid-60s Saturday night into Sunday morning. For tonight, it's 77 degrees. Again, very high humidity through the rest of today and into the start of Friday. But then we will see that humidity start to fall through the day tomorrow, and then even more so on Saturday. Sunday is when we really harness that comfortable. Hold on to it through Monday and Tuesday of next week as well. Don't get me wrong, Saturday will certainly be comfortable, but I think Sunday is a day a lot of us are really the day that we've been hoping for, where we wake up to cool air temperatures and we stick with cool air temperatures all the way through the entirety of the day. Well, that's all we have time for today's noon news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.